Hi, welcome again to the Locs YouTube channel. My name is Adi Balogun and I'm excited again to bring you another video. Well, today I'm going to be talking about interlocking versus palm rolling on traditional locks. Interlocking is the process of locking the hair, usually with a tool, often looks like this, a latch hook, where you are passing the tip of the hair through the roots of the hair in different directions to get it to lock. While palm rolling is basically locking the hair by putting the hair between both palms and rolling just like that. I'm going to show you this in more detail in some videos that you'll be seeing from time to time as this video goes on. So now, if you remember, I said traditional locks as well, so I might as well define what traditional locks are. Traditional locks are locks that are neither free-form locks, sister locks, micro locks, or thick locks. So my locks kind of fall in the spec of traditional locks. So interlocking and palm rolling are two methods that are often used in retightening locks, especially here in Nigeria. And both of them have their pros and their cons. So I'm going to be sharing some of them with you today, and I hope you decide what method you want to use, and I hope it works for you. I personally have been palm rolling my hair for about 4 years now, and I'm never going back to the interlock. So let's start with the pros of the interlock. The interlock method tends to keep the hair for longer. It means you're retightening how your retwist or your retightening lasts longer as against the palm roll. Number two, the interlocking method also supports air drying better than the palm rolling, especially when your hair gets very long. You know what I mean. While number three, the interlock method also oftentimes requires no product when you're getting it done. So those are the benefits I can see of having the interlock over the palm rolling. Let me just tell you what the pros of palm rolling are before we go on to the things that we don't like about both methods. Okay, so for the palm rolling is usually not painful, especially if it is done correctly. Number two, it assists the hair to lock naturally. So it is the closest way to locking your hair naturally if you compare it to the free-form method and natural processes as against the interlocking method. With the palm roll, you tend to get a smoother and slicker finish if you compare it to the interlock process. And then also the palm roll method, for most lock sessions, it usually requires some kind of gel, butter, or wax for it to get done. I don't know how that's improved, but let's continue. Yeah, so now that we've gotten the things that we like of the interlock and the palm roll, let me tell you what I think the cons are. With the interlock method, one of the cons that I find, especially in this part of the world, is that it is usually very painful when it's done. Most locticians don't do it correctly, so it ends up hurting and scabbing and basically hurting your scalp, which basically keeps on hurting the scalp, which is usually not, the nicest experience while you're locking your hair. The interlock method can also drastically clean out your locks, especially if it is done wrongly without common sense. The interlock method, I've seen cases where it splits the locks from the roots into two. This is when it is done wrongly, and this mistake is made so many times around me. I'm tired of seeing it, but that's one of the big disadvantages of the interlock. I also see the interlock process as you forcing your hair to lock as opposed to allowing it to lock naturally. So for me, I'll take that to be on a con, on the con side, because hey, natural is usually always better. And finally, when you compare the finish of the palm rolling to the interlock, when you compare the finish of the interlock to palm rolling, it's usually rougher and not as slick when you finish as when you've just done the hair. Now, the cons of palm rolling: it doesn't last as long as the interlock. So yes, your hair is not going to be held tightly together for as long when you compare it to the interlock. Number two, the palm rolling method often requires a dryer and when you visit the salon as opposed to the palm roll method. You honestly don't have to go under a dryer. However, if you want to get your hair styled and your hair is long or as long as mine, you need to go under the dryer when you do the palm roll method. One of the other cons is that some people don't know when to. There's a tendency to over twist, and when you over twist the palm roll method, it can then lead to breakage. So there brings me to my verdict. I usually often prefer and favor the palm rolling method over the interlocking method because it works better with my hair type. Fortunately for me, I have very kinky hair, so when I palm roll my hair, it usually stays in one place and I can get to carry my hair for as long as 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks without it unraveling immediately. Not everybody has this type of hair type, so if you don't and your hair is really loose in terms of the curl pattern, you might be looking to interlock as opposed to palm rolling. Generally, you have to do what works for you. Yeah, at this point, I've said so many things and it's been quite a very serious video so far, but you kind of have to learn and choose what works for you. But I have noticed so far in the line of my work that the thinner and scantier your hair is, the better you might want to stick to the palm rolling method over the interlocking method. However, it's your hair, it's your choice. You have to find a loctician that understands both locking processes properly so that you don't ruin your hair in the long run. You can do palm rolling and have beautiful hair, and you can also do interlocking and have beautiful hair. However, I, Adi Balogun, personally favor the palm rolling for my hair. I really do hope you've learned 1 or 2 things from this video, and if you have more pros or cons, or if there's anything I've missed out, please feel free to share in the comment section below. This has been a video so far. Don't forget to subscribe. There'll be more coming your way from us, and this is with love from me to you. Mwah. Follow us at Locitude, LOCITUDE, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe. Bye.